Welcome back to the channel. Okay, I'm back home, I'm back in Dublin again. Just why the hoodie is on and the jacket is warm, and it's a grey and miserable old day in Dublin City at the moment. I'm actually in Moore Street. Probably one of the most iconic streets in Dublin City. Well, would have been one of the most iconic streets in Dublin City. This is actually very sad. Lovely lady used to own this flower stall. She was, I think, third or fourth generation Moore Street trader. She passed away last week. Yeah, literally part of this city has died, and she's very much part of it. My daughter was talking about it. My daughter actually works in here, and she knew the lady from popping in and out. Right, so today's vlog. Lots of people have asked. I'm on a couple of forums on Facebook, and people have asked about, sort of, a common question is, how much does an average weekend cost in Dublin City? And it got me thinking exactly that. What is the average cost of a weekend in Dublin City? So join me and we'll calculate what it's going to cost you if you decide to come over and spend the weekend in this beautiful little city. Right, this has been filmed in the end of April, 27th of April. It's early Sunday morning. It's early on a Sunday morning. It's about 10 o'clock Sunday morning. You can hear building work going on behind me. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, so this is, as I said, the iconic Moore Street. Now, I remember when I was a kid growing up, this used to be full of florists and fruit and veg stalls, and it was bustling. Now, I know it's a Sunday morning, but it's lost that vibe, it's lost that buzz. So, Dublin City, what's it going to cost you? Right, let's start with the basics. Average hotel will set you back about 150 quid a night, and that's an average. That's not massively, it's your sort of middle of the road. It would be your middle of the road hotel in the city centre. Will set you back about 150 quid. So let's say you're here for 3 nights, Friday, Saturday and Sunday night. Let's forget about your flights. We're not going to bring that into it, because that's depending on where you're coming from, I suppose, make a difference to that. So there you go, straight off the bat, 450 euro. Throw your taxi fare in and out of the city. It's going to set you back about 25-30 quid. It's very windy, I hope you can hear me. It's going to set you back about 25 or 30 euro. So let's call it 25 and be kind, and hope you get your hotel a little bit cheaper. So you're talking 500 euros. Okay, so we've just hit 500 euros and you haven't spent a penny. You haven't had a drink yet, and you certainly haven't eaten anywhere here yet, or bought any of your souvenirs from the many Irish souvenir shops that you're going to pass. So this is Henry Street, incidentally, and if you head straight up to the top of this street, it brings you up to Capel Street. Some fabulous restaurants up that end. Now we're just about to turn onto Liffey Street here. This has had a major revamp and looks extremely well. We're on the north side of the city here. This is a lot of Dublin, particularly on the north side. They're starting to sort of clean it up a little bit, and this has certainly made a huge difference, because this was getting to the stage where it was starting to get a little bit grotty. Moore Street is the next one to be hit with the regeneration, but we're hoping they keep one of the buildings. It's got significance from the 1916 Rising. I'm not going to get into it, but it would be nice if they kept it. And it's next on the list of places to get done up like this. Now, here's what you can expect. Motel at 1. Okay? This place here will set you back about 150 euros a night. It's in a prime location, smack bang in the middle of the city. And in fairness, it's a relatively new hotel. This was built during COVID and opened up shortly after that. Location wise, it's just got O'Connell Street. You're about 2-minute walk from O'Connell Street, and you're probably a 5-minute walk from Temple Bar, which is actually where we're going to end up. I'll walk you over as far as there. You can't talk about expense in Dublin and without bringing Temple Bar into it, because it's certainly one of the most expensive places that you can buy a drink. And if you are coming to Dublin, I'm not going to say don't go to Temple Bar, because everybody does go to Temple Bar, but don't spend the night there unless you want to just empty your wallet as you walk in the door. Okay, let's go back. Speaking of Temple Bar, let's go back to pricing your weekend in Dublin. So you've spent 500 quid, you've got your taxi to and from Dublin Airport, you've paid for your accommodation, you're now 500 euros out of pocket. What's next? Has to be drink. So let's look at this from, I'm going to say English/Irish point of view. Can't speak for the Americans, I don't know what you get through, but I know what Irish people and English people will get through in a weekend. So let's be conservative here and say you have, between lunch and the evening, let's say you have 10 drinks a day. Okay, in Temple Bar, your pint's going to cost you about 7.58 quid, and it will go up as the night goes on. It'll go up to about 10 euros a pint. I know, it's cruel, but it's a reality. That's what you're going to have to spend. Ah, there they are. I wonder where the shoppers went missing. They thought they went missing. Wool Mill's, beautiful little restaurant actually. So let's go back to that again. What was I saying? Yeah. So we are on 10 drinks thing each. Let's say 8 quid. Let's say 8 euros. Let's be kind. And you shop around a bit and have a little wander. Let's say 8 quid a pint, a drink. So she drinks cocktails, going to be costing an awful lot more. So that's 16. That's 16 euros a piece times 10. It's 160 quid. This is the Halfpenny Bridge, one of my favourites. And there's a nice thing to actually do. Kayak down the Liffey. You can actually do that from down below. The actually kayak centre is down the far end, down near the Hilton, down beyond Custom House Quay. And there's also here, there's a pickup point here in it as well. Just literally to the left hand side of us here. Nice way to spend it. A good way to clear a hangover on a Sunday morning, I can tell you. So, what did I just say? So, drink 160 quid. And that's for one day. Let's times that by 3. Let's be honest, you're in Ireland, let's round it up. You're talking about, between the two of you, probably close to 450, 500 euros between you in drink. Especially if you're in here, Temple Bar. Let's have a little look. Okay, before I actually say that, let's do a quick calculation. 500, we're going to round it up. Easily another 500 on drink. So let's leave that out. Let's look at the food now. Right, here's a little look. Temple Bar, and this is what I'm telling you, do not come in here. It's not worth it. You'll get better value outside of here. Full Irish breakfast, 16.95. That's 17 quid. Mini breakfast is 14. Desserts are averaging about 9 euros. Main courses, I'm looking at 24, 36, 25. And we're not talking massively exotic food here. So you're talking about 25 quid a head. And breakfast there, as you saw, 17 euros. So you could easily throw, God, another 150 quid a day on food alone. So there's another straight there. You're talking, I would say conservatively, you're talking about, and this is Temple Bar now, you're talking about 1,500 euros for 3 days in Dublin. And that's conservatively speaking. Let's have a look again. Okay, again, this is in the middle of Temple Bar, and this is why I'm saying to people not to come in here. It's great for the atmosphere and it's great crack in it, but come on, you can do it cheaper than this. But do come in. Just please watch your wallet when you do. again, we're looking at the same sort of pricing. It is expensive. And it is true. People will ask you, is it true that the drink goes up as the day goes by? Yes, it is true. The price of the pint will increase as the night goes on. As I said, you're starting in and around $7.50 a pint. Let's see if I can find a menu on one of the bars outside a drinks list to give you a rough idea of what it's going to cost you. But again, I have it included if you pop in here and pick up your obligatory Temple Bar hoodie or whatever. 2 for 30. Actually, that's not bad. Well, no, actually, not t-shirts. It is bad. Hoodies and sweatshirts, 2 for €50. So, you know, and this. Okay, Temple Bar is the area. This is the famous Temple Bar. This is the actual Temple Bar. The bar that everyone associates with Temple Bar. And it is a beautiful place, there's no question of that. It's a cracking little spot, but it is ridiculously expensive. Okay, we found bar prices. There we go, $10.45, $11.45 a pint. So, for those of you who didn't believe me, I was wrong. It's not even $7.50 a pint. It's $10.45 a pint. And that's starting off. So like I said, if you and herself got yourself through, I don't know, 3 pints at lunchtime, 5-6 pints in the evening time, that's €80, €90 each. So trust me, it is expensive. Dublin City is expensive, and be prepared for that. If you're coming here, like you're looking at no change out of $1.50 for a weekend in the city. But in saying that, is it worth it? You decide that. You decide whether or not it's worth it.